Hello everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing some Poorman meals. Okay, Poorman meals, let's make them. So a Poorman meal is a meal that you make that is a cheaper version of something more expensive. So we're going to be doing two Poorman meals today, and they are Poorman meal casseroles. The first one is Poorman's potato casserole. The second one is Poorman's rice casserole. The Poorman potato casserole is a meal that me and my sister Nikki used to make when I was a teenager. And it was really good. We loved it back then. And I want to show you how we did it. Of course, with a potato casserole, you're going to need some potatoes. We're going to peel these and dice them up. I got a half a pound of hamburger meat from Ingles. I love in-store butchers. You can get as much meat as you want. This cost me $2.46 for a half a pound. I didn't have to buy a whole pound to be able to make this. That is why I love in-store butchers. Another cheap way to make this is by using ground turkey. We're going to be needing 1 can of chili beans with the sauce. We're not going to drain these. And you're going to be needing a can of kidney beans. I get light red. You can get dark if you want. It's fine. We're going to drain and rinse these. Now, when it comes to the cheese, Nikki and I did everything. Whatever cheese was in the refrigerator, that's what we used. We used American cheese. We used plastic cheese. We've used mozzarella. We've used it all. I have sharp cheddar. Y'all know that I bought me a bunch of this when it was on sale at Ingles for $1.28 a bag. So I still have a ton of it. So that's what I'm going to be using. But you can use whatever cheese you want. If you happen to have onions, you can use onions. If you have peppers, you can use peppers. But I'm showing you the basic Poorman potato casserole. This is what me and Nikki did. And sometimes if we had other things, we would add other things to it. But this is the basic. This is the base. The original, the OG Poorman casserole. And if you have garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, chili powder, you can use that in this as well. I might use a little bit of seasonings, but not much. That's all you're going to need. Super easy. So let's get this going. I haven't had this in years. I think I fed it to my kids when they were small. Very small. I forgot about it existing. And I was like, I haven't did a Poorman meal video in a long time. And it just popped in my head. And I was like, holy smokes. I have not made this in forever. Let's do it. So we're going to do this. I'm just peeling the taters, peeling off any bad spots, and I'm going to dice them. And you may think I'm peeling the tater away. I'm not. There's some green on this, and I want to make sure I peel that green off. Dice them in pieces about that big, be perfect. But you can dice them any way you want. You can have them super fine if you want to. Here I have my washed potatoes right here. And what I want to do first, I want to add a little bit of olive oil. You can add whatever oil you have. I'm going to throw in some salt, about 2 teaspoons, I would say. A couple pinches of pepper. I'm going to do a little bit of garlic powder. It's basic seasoning that we all usually have. That's all I'm going to use in seasonings. Stir it up real good. Okay, get you a casserole dish, a roasting pan. Preheat the oven to 400, by the way. We're going to dump these taters in here, and we're going to cook them halfway first in the oven. I'm probably going to cook these for about 20 minutes right now. I'm going to brown up that half a pound of hamburger meat. A little bit of garlic powder. Tiniest pinch Add chili powder. Drain your hamburger meat. I'm using a good old paper towel. I'm going to add the chili beans with the sauce. Colin's standing behind the camera going, ooh.
What are we having for dinner?
Potato casserole.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Thanks. Now I'm adding the drained and rinsed kidney beans. That kidney bean looks questionable. Pull it out. All right. Mix this together. Heat it a little bit. Yeah, you can do the cheese cracker, but it's not ready yet. We gotta wait for the potatoes to finish. Okay, I'm gonna let this heat up the beans, let it come to a little simmer, and then we'll get the potatoes out. All right, these are heated up. I'm gonna turn the stove off, and we're gonna wait for the good old taters. I forgot to hit record, y'all. So what I did, I got out the taters, I poured in the cheese, and I poured in that meat mix, and we're just gonna mix it all up together. Just like that. And we're going to cook this for about 15 to 20 more minutes until those taters are done. Well, this is what she looks like. There she is, looking all gorgeous. Another way me and Nikki used to do this, if we didn't feel like cutting potatoes up, we would make baked potatoes and put that mixture on top of it. All right. I'll be the first to give this in a little test. I haven't had it in forever. Ooh, that's so good. Nostalgia. It just hit me like a wave. And y'all may think I'm silly, but the best cheese for this is American cheese in plastic. I just don't have any. That's what we had the most. If we had cheese, that's what we usually had growing up. My parents weren't big cheese eaters, oddly. It is a little hot. Please don't burn your mouth.
It looks a lot hot.
I got a different bowl.
What is it?
It is Poorman tater casserole. Me and Nick used to make it a lot when Bailey was a baby.
Yeah.
Good.
Good? Could you tell that you were broke as a joke if you had it for dinner?
I mean, no, that's good stuff.
I know! It's so cheap to make. Okay, darling.
It's very delicious.
You haven't had them since you were like probably 3 or 4. You ate the heck out of it. You like it?
I do. Pretty good.
Poorman tater casserole is it's a bomb.com meal right now. I'm sorry, that was lame. Kylan, you ready to do a taste test? Yeah. Okay, Kylan, give it a go, baby. I want this cool. Looking at the steam. How we feel about it? Oh, he had to sit down his plate. Oh! He's down there. He's down there, y'all. He's in the floor. Is it good? Busting. It's so busting. It's bomb.com. You have to say it's bomb.com.
I don't know how to say that.
Okay. Brayden! Let's see how he thinks. Brayden likes everything. So if he don't like it, something's wrong. What is that?
It's really good.
Thanks. Scale of 1 to 10.
Scrumdiddlyumptious.
Oh, I don't know what that means in number form. Thanks.
Uh-huh.
This one is called Poorman's Rice Casserole. And the reason that it's called just rice casserole is because there's no specific ingredient list for this recipe. This is one that me and my sister Nikki used to make a lot back in the day. And it's got the same base, but there could be a lot of substitutions. I'll explain. I told you guys before that my mom always had instant rice growing up. I never knew that real rice. Real rice. That's a hard one to say. But I never knew that was like really a thing. Because we always had instant rice. So Nikki and I will get some instant rice. We take 2 cans of cream of mushroom, or we would use cream of chicken or mix it together, but it was usually cream of mushroom. We would also use some cheese, any cheese that we had. It didn't matter. The meat part of this, we would use whatever was in the refrigerator. Hamburger, chicken, pork, anything, we would use it. We used canned chicken a few times that I can remember. I have my own canned hamburger meat that I can myself. I'm going to be using that for this one. Now, most of the time we did use hamburger meat more than we did anything else. Because back then it was like 99 cents a pound. The vegetable part of this casserole was whatever was in the refrigerator. Or what we had in the garden at the time. And for me today, I have a little mini veggie tray that we've not ate all of the veg out. That we've not ate all of the veggies out yet. I'm going to use a lot of these. I have a couple of little pieces of broccoli in this container, so we're just going to be mixing. This Poorman rice casserole is customizable to whatever you have. Which I think that's what makes this one so fantastic. Normally, right now, I would tell you, go ahead and brown up your hamburger meat. But since I'm using pre-cooked hamburger meat that I already have in a jar, don't knock it till you try it. It's really good, I promise. I'm going to skip that part because mine's already cooked. So I'm just going to mix it all up. But if you're using raw, cook it. Go ahead and cook it. If you're using chicken, go ahead and cook it. If you're using any other kind of meat, go ahead and cook it. Unless it's already cooked. Preheat the oven to 400. See my sourdough over here. She's rising. Let's ignore her. All right. I'm going to go ahead and mix this straight in the pan that I'm cooking it in, or casserole dish. I'm going to add 2 cups of instant rice. Both cans of cream of mushroom soup. 1 cup of water. At this point, you're going to add your cooked ground beef. By the way, you can use a half a pound, whole pound, double, triple, whatever you want. And for my veg, this is already pre-washed veggies. I'm just going to go ahead and dive straight into the pan I'm cooking it in. So I'm adding some carrots. The broccoli. By the way, any veg. I said it. I'll say it again. Whatever you have in that refrigerator. You could even use canned veggie. That's all the veggies I'm going to use for this, but you can add more if you want more. 2 cups of water total. I don't know what I was thinking, just saying 1. Because I used 2 cups of instant rice. You got to have equal amounts of water. Now I'm going to put some salt in here. I'm going to do about 3 pinches. I'm going to do some pepper. I'm going to do some minced onion. If you don't have minced onion, use onion powder. If you don't have onion powder, totally skip it. Or you can add fresh onion. Garlic powder. Let's mix it up. It's a great thing about this too. You don't have to dirty up a ton of dishes. If you're wondering what this tastes like, it's kind of a mix of beef stroganoff, but not pasta. And now comes the cheese. Whatever kind of cheese you have, you just sprinkle her on top. I haven't had this in 1,400 years. I'm so excited. I'm going to bake this for about 45 minutes on 400. And she's done. Woo! And that's what she looks like underneath the cheese. Just going to do a little up close action of that. Oh, hello. We would just like you to see how good it looks. I'm going to flip it over so you can see under the cheese. Ooh. Me and Ryder are going to try it together because I haven't had this in 1,400 years. 1, 2, 3, go. Mmm.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty dang fantabulous.
Mm-hmm.
Make it. I forgot how dang good this was. It's so good. Brayton, you ready?
Pretty good.
It's busting.
Pretty good.
This is the best thing about this poor man's meal. It's customizable to whatever you have. As long as you have the cream of mushroom, water, rice, some protein, some veg, throw it together. It's good. It's very hot.
It looks like it.
Yeah.
It always is.
Super hot.
Oh.
Be right back when it cools.
Okay.
How about you try it when it's not lava?
I'll do it as I eat.
Oh, goodness.
That's pretty good.
He could have said that to y'all, but he says it as he's walking away.
Oh, sorry. Says it when I says it.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I shared with you guys 2 Poorman meals from my childhood that me and my sister Nikki used to make. And I'm so glad I remembered these because they're so tasty. Let me tell you, they're so good. And I cannot believe I forgot about them.
Yeah, you gotta make this more often.
Yeah. It's pretty good. If you guys have not tried any of these, I'm sure we're not the only people that's ever made them. If you haven't tried them before, I urge you to try them because they are very, very, very tasty and very cheap to make. And this rice casserole, it's pretty much just leftover ingredients you already have in your house. It can be made with anything and it's so good. That's the perfect Poorman meal. Just go. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video and I love you forever. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next video. As always, remember to be positive and be kind, be happy, let others be happy, and I'll see you later, taters. Bye!